Hi, everybody.
Hello there.
We've received some emails asking, where the heck are you guys? Because you haven't seen any blogs in a little while. We're going to explain that in just a moment. Before we do, I want to thank everybody for watching. I'm Jerry.
And I'm Linda.
And we're the Village's Newcomers. We've actually lived here for 15 months now. So I don't really think we're newcomers, but we're giving you our perspective on the Villages. So if you're a first-time viewer, you'll know what this is all about. But we haven't put out a blog for about 10 days. That's a long time for us. We usually try to put several blogs out a week, so we're a little bit behind. We're going to explain the reason for that, and if you stay tuned until the end of the video, we've got a little surprise for you.
Yes, we're going to show you some pictures of our early life.
We had some emails saying, hey, I don't know why anybody would want to see them, but show pictures of yourselves when you met and when you're growing up and all that. So anyway, we're going to throw some of those in because it's a special time. It's a drastic time, and drastic times call for drastic measures.
Okay.
So we're going to bring you a blog. If this was a Seinfeld show, it would be a blog about nothing. So, but anyway, here we go. We have both been under the weather, and that's why we haven't posted. Back in late February, I flew to Washington, D.C. to see my grandkids wrestle in a tournament. Had a good time, really good time. And then I flew back here February 29th. After coming back here, I got sick.
Yeah, you did.
I'm coughing, and I'm coughing, and I'm coughing, and I'm tired. So I just figured it was just some basic crud that was going around.
Yeah, or from airplane flight, because oftentimes when we do get off of a plane that next week, we're kind of under the weather.
Now, Linda didn't go with me. She held down the fort here with Gizmo. And I'll say 3 or 4 days after I got back, she got sick.
Right.
And she got even sicker than I was, coughing. She had a really, well, you just
I had a really bad sore throat. My glands were swollen, and I got a headache. And then I started the coughing and wheezing, and I just felt terrible. So I did go to the doctor.
She went to the doctor, and she described the symptoms, told him that I had flown to Washington, D.C., and he, of course, did not have a kit to test for coronavirus, which, by the way, I don't think either one of us had or have or hopefully will get.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's on everybody's mind. So I'm still coughing today.
Yes.
It's March 13th. You're getting this blog hot off the press.
Well, there's a difference here. I'm on antibiotic because he said mine was bacterial. So sinus infection, probably a very serious one, but he hasn't got an antibiotic. So, and you know, he doesn't really want to go into the doctors because there's so many people there with germs.
I don't care about that. I just don't like to go to the doctor. I
No.
feel like you go there, they take your money, you go home and you get well, and you would have gotten well anyway. But of course I go to the doctor when I need to, but most times I just don't think it's worth the effort.
Knock on wood.
She thinks I'm
Knock
not,
on wood.
she thinks I'm not a very good
Oh,
patient.
He's a terrible patient.
But anyway, well, I did not go to the doctor. I'm still coughing a little bit, but I feel great. I mean, I've been playing golf.
We're a lot better.
We're better. She's not doing anything yet,
No,
but she's getting ready to.
I'm just laying low.
Yeah. We still plan to produce some blogs for you in the next few weeks or month, but we're going to limit the amount of public blogs we do. I had one planned for this afternoon.
Yeah.
It was going to be great,
Yeah.
but we're not going to do it because it involved hundreds of people. So we're gonna put that on the back burner. Hopefully bring it to you another time, but we're going to do more blogs like this sitting here. I know it may not be as exciting for you, but we can do it in the safety of our home, and we are not spreading our germs to others since we're both sick, and we won't be subjected to any germs either if we stay here at home, pretty much. The televisions tell us that we're involved in a pandemic. That word by itself is enough to scare you. a pandemic, as I understand it, the World Health Organization said a pandemic is an epidemic that is spreading worldwide.
Yes.
So we haven't seen much evidence of it here, but I think there were 1,600 cases in the United States at this point. I think a few days ago, what were there? 16.
Yeah, it's just,
It is growing, and people are coming into contact with each other, and it's spreading. And so we're going to try to do our part and limit the amount of contact we have with other people. Most of our viewers know that the Villages is a retirement community. Over 120,000 people.
right.
And I'd say the average age is somewhere in the 60s.
Right.
If you go to the doctor's office here, you're going to see a lot of people 65, 75, 85, even older. And those are the kind of people that are affected
The
by,
most. Yeah.
yeah, they're affected the most by the flu or pneumonia or viruses, or hopefully not this coronavirus. So we're going to try to do our part to keep ourselves healthy, our neighbors and friends healthy, and get through this. On a side note, we had a surprise the other day. We had a package delivered from Amazon, sent by a couple of our viewers. You may remember a show we did a couple weeks ago about being old folks.
Yeah.
We're 64, by the way, in case you guys were wondering. We're 64. So definitely not old folks yet. But talking about the perils of old age, like trying to put on socks or underwear. And John and Melissa Gona, I think they're Hoosiers. They didn't send me any contact information, but I think they're from Indiana. Sent us a package with a contraption to help old farts put on their socks. So thank you, John and Melissa. That is so kind of you to send that to us. I haven't tried it yet. Maybe we'll do a show on that. It's a pretty odd looking contraption, but we'll see if we can figure that out.
That's very generous.
Very, very nice of them.
We promised you some pictures of us when we were younger. Here they are. like those pictures. Brought back a lot of memories.
Yeah, it sure did.
We sure have changed too, haven't we?
Not me.
I have. My hair changes all the time.
Oh, before we sign off, in the coming weeks, we've had a couple. If you look at the comments, do you guys read the comments that come in on these videos?
I know what you're going to say.
We had a couple of comments about my toupee. And in an upcoming episode, I'm going to let Linda take that off. Yeah. So stay tuned for that.
Until next time.
We'll see you when you get here.